Welcome to WIP Wednesday. Watch me whip, watch me crochet, watch me whip, watch me knit. It's works in progress on Wednesdays. Hey there, Soul Shines. It's Michele here, and we're going to try something different this year. It is going to be, I don't know. We'll see how long it lasts. But I'm calling this WIP Wednesday. So, works in progress. I'm going to show them on Wednesdays. We're going to record hopefully in the morning and then get them on today. That's the plan. We'll see how this works. I will already draw attention. I feel miserable. When I get sinus infections, it moves down into my mouth and like triggers whatever. I don't know if I have infections laying dormant in my mouth, probably. And so all of this, it's not nearly as swollen as it was yesterday, but it's very miserable. And so, there's that. But I did put some eyebrows and eyeliner and not a lot of eyeliner and mascara, purple mascara. Put some of that on just so I could look a little more alive. It's amazing what eyebrows do for a person's face if you don't know. Well, I wanted to talk about my works in progress today and kind of do shorter videos to see if that helps with how I feel about things right now. So, let's talk about my knitting stuff first. All right, knitting. Let's talk about the Tithing Hat, shall we? Yeah. I didn't get very far. And part of the reason why I realized I was falling asleep. And I was like, why am I falling asleep? What's going on? And I just realized I am so tired of making these hats. Is that sad? I don't know. I just realized that I like that I have something to give to people that are in need, a donation. But I'm kind of tired of making hats. So I might be finding a different way to donate my time. Or what I might do is knit the ribbing and then crochet the rest of the hat because that goes much faster. I'll have to think about it and think if I have some crochet stitches that I like to put on them. If I'm making it for a girl, I know there are a lot of cool crochet stitches. But like making it for a guy who lives on the streets, probably less frilly might be better and more appropriately received. So, but I will finish this. I don't know how far I'll get on Sunday. It's also just stockinette, it's just stockinette, which can get boring if that's all there is. So we'll see. We'll see what I do for that. Gloves. I'm really excited about the gloves. I finally cast on another finger. So I hate how messy it looks, but it really is. There's a reason. Like I have these strings. I gotta take them inside, but they're, I don't know. I don't want to, like, they get in the way of the knitting, but I don't want them to be awkward for him when he's trying it on for me. So I leave them out. So I have those strings, and of course the strings that come off of it, and then I've got the things that are holding my thumb stitches that are way too long, and I kind of wish I had something different to hold them on. And then I have the one that's holding now just one finger's worth of stitches over here on the hand. When I get to that, it will be a little easier because this wire will be gone. This is one of my cheaper set of knitting needles, and I will be happy to have those off the project. But I ramble. Okay. I ramble and then I get caught up in actually trying to make these a little more easy to see. Okay, so I've got here the two fingers done. This is the pinky and the ring finger, and I've got the middle finger cast on there. It's like a half an inch or something of that. That's ready to see. I know it's hard to see because my hair blends in, like, this actually would be a really good color for me because it matches my hair so well. I actually really like this color brown anyway. It's kind of a little bit grayer of a brown. So if I were to put this on, I think it's funny to go like this and like pull down the fingers because like it's a good half inch. It's a little bit like, I don't know, I could wear it, but these would be like so big on me once they're done. But I'm excited about that. So I got the ring or the middle finger going there, and that, I don't know, I have a hard time getting it started. Once it's started, I'm like, yes, let's work on the gloves. But I think I have a hard time getting it started because it's not just knitting these off of here. It's also picking up stitches along in this middle section. And there's a part of me that has a lot of anxiety, like, am I going to leave big holes and stuff like that? But so far it's worked out great. I haven't got any noticeable anything across there. So let's hope that that stays the same for the pointer finger. So I'm really excited, and because I work 2 at a time, they will be finished at the same time, and that's exciting because middle finger, I have the ring fingers left and then the thumbs. So I'm excited about these. I really am, and I'm hoping maybe we haven't really had any big snowstorms, and I'm hoping that maybe I can get these done before we do get big snowstorms this year. I don't know. He would like that, but if not, he can wear them next year. It's not like his hands are going to grow a lot. He's 19, so he's kind of may be done growing, may not. He's kind of in that space, but his hands won't grow enough. Turn off my notifications. So the next thing I have going on is this. This is a pouch, and once again, everything is all like kind of scrunched together. I am enjoying this, but all of the yarns, there's so many, and because it's color work, they stay attached. So I've got this green section that's the back, and it's just gonna be solid green, and then I have this section that's the pouch. Last night I did 1 row, but doesn't that look so cool? Like, I'm loving this. It is going to be so pretty when it's done. So I have, to finish the little white shape there, there's going to be a row that's got the solid white at the bottom there. That's the next row. And then I think I have a row of just straight black after that before I start into the next section, which I'm excited about. There's so many yarns to keep track of. And the technique I do, so I do a loop around every time, which is actually keeping this fairly loose, but also means that I don't have to worry about aligning with this bag. I can just give it to him and it will be fine, and it won't really catch on anything. But the drawback of this technique is that looping it every time means the yarns get super twisted. I know there's a way to do it so that it kind of untwists itself on the next row, but I don't know. I may look that up for the next section. This is close enough to the top that maybe not doing that. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to change. I guess if I change it in the next section, even if he notices there's a change, he may just think that that's the way. And honestly, what are the chances he's going to notice any of that? I don't know. I guess my goal for that one is to finish it before his next Ren Fair, which I believe might be March when they start having Ren Fairs again. I don't know. Let's see, what else is on my knitting list? Okay, I only have one other thing. The reality, though, is I haven't actually even knit anything for it. So does it count? I'll tell you what I did yesterday. This skein of yarn, I had knit a little swatch, took notes of the needles I liked because I liked the fabric, but then decided I didn't want to use this yarn. I want to use a white yarn. This isn't like an off-white. Probably called natural, actually. I don't know. But I took a note of what needles they were because it's the same size cotton. So, which this is a 1-weight cotton, sock weight. So what I did was ignore this yarn. I did not take good care of it. So I ended up, I had the little swatch on one end, I had the skein on the other end, and I had knots galore. So many knots. And that is what I did yesterday. I didn't cast anything on because all I did yesterday was undo the knots. Does that count? If you ask Shannon, that counts. And I think I'm going to go with Shannon on this because it took me 2 or 3 hours to undo all the knots. I know it took that long because we watched a couple of shows during that time, and yeah. So I'm now ready because the other one, I needed 2 skeins. The other one's fine. It has the thing on, but these are Hobie yarns, so they don't have, I don't think they have names on the thing. They usually just have numbers of, yeah. This is yarn number 1401. These are from the Mayflower Junior Hobie yarn. So these are 50 gram skeins, 1-weight yarns, and yeah. But what am I going to do with these? That's the real question. These are going to be toes. So I got to cast on 2 toes before Sunday. And then once the toes are on, I'm going to put them on my 9-inch circular needles. I have 2 9-inch circular needles. I don't love working on the 9-inch circular needles. I don't hate it. So I figure this is a great project. These socks are going to be on the needles literally all year round because these are temperature socks. If you didn't already see it, I put a chart and everything in, I'm going to link it up here, the last Creative Expressions video. I put a chart with all the colors showing you the yarns that I'm using for the temperature socks. I have them in my fancy project bag. Lots of colors in here. They'll be an interesting appearance, that's for sure. So that's that. I will have those cast on soon because I'm hoping to at least do 1 toe today, if not both. And today's Wednesday, so should have them on before Sunday. And then Sunday, what I will do is I'll do I don't think I have to worry about the 1 stripe because that will be a part of casting on the toes. But I will do the high for the week. So whatever the high temperature is of this week, I will do that temperature on my socks. So I'll look at that on Sunday. What was the high for this last week? And then I will do that color. And then the week after that, I will do a color of the white. And then I will do the high for that week. So that's how it's going to work. Is every other row is going to be the white. And then the other is going to be the high for the week. That is what I'm choosing to do for my temperature socks. So we'll see how this year goes. I had a lot of fun doing Millie. I'm going to kind of miss her. I'll get to show you her soon. Let me look really quick at what my crocheting things were. Okay, I'm going to put up a picture of Judy's Creations in Crochet. I'm going to put it up here. It is the bird of the month. She is doing birds this year. She did flowers last year. She's doing birds. And oh my gosh, talk about a rainbow. here we go. We're going to do a rainbow. I consider this a work in progress because yesterday I found my pattern. I know what I want to do for it. I found a free pattern on Ravelry. I just got to pull out the yarns. And that's actually what I've got to do for a few projects. I need to pull out yarn for something I'm making for somebody else. She asked for it a long time ago. It's a pattern. She wanted me to help with the pattern and figure it out. So I need to crochet another one to really make sure that the pattern is figured out correctly. I had crocheted one in the beginning. That was so long ago, I can't remember. So I'm crocheting a pattern for her. So I need to pull that yarn out. I need to pull out yarn for the seahorses that I've been commissioned to make. And I need to pull out yarn for the Judy's Mal. She's calling it a Mal this year because she's welcoming weaving, crochet, knitting. She's a crocheter. So she's bringing in all of those things and inviting whatever you do. She's even going to allow, if you do embroidery, she'll allow embroidery. So yeah, she's calling it a Mal, which means make along, in case you didn't know. So I gotta pull out yarn for 3 or 4 projects. I do have one other thing I would like to make, so I probably should pull out yarn for that. But maybe I've got too much going on right now to do that one. For sure. Soon. Alright, so the other work in progress is pull this over to my thing again, is this. And I'm sorry for the lighting. I don't know. Maybe if I turn this on. I don't know if that made enough of a difference to say it did. So I'm working on this. If I finish the clue for September, because this was a year-long crochet along, and I did really good, and I was keeping up on it every month until I got to September, and then I was like, holy cow, I have so much going on for Christmas. I don't feel like I can work on this. So I have done the first round right here in the September clue, and then I'm actually, where's the ends here? Oh, that one kind of came out. We'll fix it. It's all good. I have, turn it this way. I have that much to do. So I'm more than halfway around with the popcorns that are going around right now. So I'm hoping, I don't know when I will get the clue. Here's my plan for this, because I'm going to consider it a finished project if I finish a clue. So right now, I don't remember how many rounds there are in September, so I probably will not finish it this week, but I'm going to consider it finished if I finish a clue. And so then I have September's clue that I'm halfway through, or partway through, October's clue, November's clue, and December's clue. I am so excited to finally, eventually finish this. It is so beautiful, and I can't wait to actually use it. So that is it for all of my works in progress. I hope that you like WIP Wednesday. I don't know how things are going to go. We have a lot to talk about over the next few weeks, about me, about my channel, about how I'm feeling about things, all that kind of stuff. But for today, it's WIP Wednesday, and I wanted to remind you to let your light shine through your creations, whatever they be. Whether you are taking somebody else's pattern and doing something amazing with it, or you're making up your own, it doesn't matter. You are expressing your creativity because you chose the pattern, you chose the colors. It gives, some people, have you noticed that some people crochet just to crochet? And they don't necessarily care what they're making. I think these are what most blanket crocheters are. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I have a hard time. This is like one of the bigger projects I've ever made because I am more of a project crocheter. I like to choose projects to express my creativity not just for the process of making something. So it's interesting to think about. But I chose the yarns. I chose a pattern. This one I chose sight unseen. This was a mystery crochet along, so I didn't even know if I would like it in the end or if I would like the order I put the colors in. But that's kind of the fun of it. So anyway, remember to let your light shine through your creations, whatever they be, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!